Hi everybody, I just wanted to record a quick video here to make sure that you know where everything is and where to find anything, and to make sure that you know all the tools that are available to you and where to find them. So here's our homepage. Mine will look slightly different than yours, but that should be pretty much what yours looks like. The start here has the syllabus and all those types of stuff that that you'll need, and then hopefully you notice the next thing here is the videos and study guides. So I have videos here posted for each chapter. This is very similar to what I would be doing in class, and I work through most of the short problems or the that are at the back of the chapter. These are the demo problems, so when you get to the assignments and you have the short ones, that's what I'm doing in here. And so that's to help explain things. So that's kind of like what the lecture would be in class. And then after that, you can try it on your own on the homework. So you can do those along with me, or you can do those later. But you've got a couple of those for each chapter. You know, you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can skip to the parts you want, or to see a certain problem or something like that. But those are really the next best thing to being in class. They're all just links to YouTube videos. So you can click on any of those and watch me do those problems. If you go to the assignments here, you've got there we go. For each chapter, you have the practice problems that I'm working in those videos. You have the homework problems, and then the same thing for each chapter then. When the quizzes become available, you'll be able to see those in here as well, but they'll open about a week before they're due, so you can't see those just yet, but they'll show up in the same place. The same thing with the midterm and the final. They'll show up in here in order about a week before they're due. I also wanted to show you the study plan here. The study plan has basically every problem that's in the book. So I'm just going to kind of show you. If we go, I always go right over here to all chapters. And let's say I'm working in chapter 3, okay? So I expand that, and here you've got it by section. And so you might say, okay, I'm fine with these first 3 sections, but when I get to section 4, that's where I really have trouble. So here's all the problems related to that. If you do this quiz me first, then it'll only show you the problems that you need help. But you can pick this out. Some of these problems you'll see in the homework, like these are the ones, the S ones are the ones that I'm doing in the videos, and then the E's, the exercises, and the P's, the problems, those are in your homework, not all of them. Also, sometimes when you're reading the chapter, it'll have a try it. You can go here and find those if you want to do that to make sure you got it right. These do not affect your grade in any way, but they're great practice. So sometimes you're doing something in the homework and you're like, well, I think I got it, but I'm not quite sure. You can just go on here and you can do these as many times as you want. You can do all of them. You can do one of them just to test yourself. You can do that however you want. So the study plan is a great place to go if you just need extra practice on a problem. There's a lot of problems, so I wouldn't expect that anyone would do all of them. But this is, like I said, this is a great place if you're just like, I just need a little extra problem on, let's see, you're working on chapter 2 this week, right? And so you're like, I'm fine with, well, for instance, recording transactions is a big thing. So you can see lots of problems. While we're on one of these, let me show you something. I'm just going to pick one. Hope it's a good one. So while you're in the homework, so here's a homework problem. Up here is the question help, and you'll see this in your homework as well. Help me solve this walks you through the problem step by step by step, and it should explain how they calculate everything. Some problems have a video with them, where again they're kind of walking you through a problem. You can click on this one, e-text, and it takes you right to basically that section of the e-text. Maybe not the exact page, but you'll be really close. You've got a calculator. Ask My Instructor is also a good one. That sends me an email. And for instance, when you're working problems, see how this says similar to? That means there's a bunch of different versions of that problem. And so if you email me and say, I'm on number 3, well, your number 3 is going to look different than somebody else's number 3. And so that makes it a little tough for me to answer sometimes. If you hit Ask My Instructor, then I can see exactly what you're seeing, and that makes it a little bit easier for me to explain things. Some problems also have, I'm looking for it. There's another one, here, called a demo docs, which is a different type of video where they work you through it. So these, they help me solve this if you don't want to watch a video, but the demo docs and the videos are great, very, very useful, especially if you're kind of a visual learner, because they'll walk you through the problem step by step by step to show you how to do it. So you've got my videos to help you, and you've also got these resources up here that are in most of the problems. Let's see. Results are your grades. You can also, well, I haven't done any homework yet, but if you have it here, you can also see, there'll be a thing for the ones you can see the score, and you can see review. So you can go back and review homework after you already did it, or quizzes. You've got your e-text here, which is the same thing as the paper book. You can also go in this way. You can go into chapter resources. I'm in chapter 2, and then you can see demo docs that are available for that. They're kind of, I think they're pretty useful. You can say, all right, I want to find demo docs. Here's transaction analysis. And it's just a little video lecture. Sometimes just hearing the same thing in a different way is useful. And here you've got for each part of the process. And so you might say, oh, I'm fine with this and I'm fine with this. I don't understand posting to the ledger. And so you can go to that one, and this is a little bit slow, but then here we go. And so you can just kind of play that.
Requirement 3.
Or girl talking through
Post the journal entries to the ledger.
And so they're just kind of walking you through the problems.
After the transactions have been recorded in the journal.
So I think they're pretty useful too if you just want to see a little something. And I think that should be it. Again, you have the syllabus, you have the schedule, everything is due on a Sunday, and you've got stuff due pretty much every Sunday, so you can work ahead if you want. Some other things I just want to emphasize, you can see here, even though you can't see the quiz yet, you can see when it's due. So that'll show up at the end of this week. The midterm is due on a Sunday. I think the finals actually due on a Thursday. That's the last day of finals. But I really, for the quizzes, you can take them at home, so they're open book and open note, but you are limited in your time. So pretty much assume that you are not going to have time to look up every one. So if you're doing what I recommended in the, I'll pop back over to what I recommended in this orientation material, which I hope you read. If we go down to the weekly workflow, read the chapter, watch the videos, try out the practice problems, do the homework, go to the study plan if you have a little extra, and then while that chapter is still fresh in your mind, make yourself a one-page cheat sheet. This is going to save you a ton of time on those quizzes, since you only have 30 minutes for the quizzes. It's also, the exams are not open book, and you're limited on your notes. So this is going to save you a ton of time. I have found over the years that people who do this, who make this cheat sheet, do much, much better on the exams. And it's a lot easier to do it while it's still fresh in your mind. So if you didn't do it for chapter 1, go ahead and do that now. It is going to save you so much frantic cramming at the end. And again, if you have those in front of you while you're taking the quizzes, 30 minutes should be more than enough time. That'll be plenty of time. if you're prepared. If you're not prepared, then you're going to run out of time. And the same thing for the exams. You're going to need these cheat sheets for your exam, so go ahead and use them now. You can, after you take the quiz, you can go back and modify that cheat sheet going, man, I didn't have anything on this. Maybe I better add something, and then they'll be fine-tuned a little bit for your exams. So it seems like a lot of work, but this is really your best chance. There's really no shortcuts in accounting, and it does take a lot of time. You'll see, especially in chapters 2 and 3, they take a lot of time. So that's what we have. I think that's most of the tools. I just wanted you to kind of see where everything is. If you have any questions, let me know. Lots of resources, both mine and the textbook. So hopefully you find something there to help you out, and let me know if you have any questions.